Hey guys, sorry it's been a while. I know I kind of disappeared off the face of the internet, and I know Buddy has still been on there talking to you guys and whatever, but if you saw that last video, which I'm sure you did, you probably know that there's something wrong. And I want you guys to know that I didn't make that video. I was in it, but I have no memory of that. I didn't do any of that. I still have a scar on my right thigh from that. My hands were stained red. My face was for a little bit too after that. There were just papers everywhere, like I guess usual, but I'm finding them everywhere now. I just want you guys to know that that was not, I did not consciously make that video. I'm still thinking about what happened, although I'm trying not to, because honestly, I can't rationalize that. It doesn't make any sense. I've never done anything like that before. And I know I didn't record it. There was no footage on my phone. I guess it could have been deleted. Nothing on my computer. There was nothing. I mean, I don't know where that came from, so I just want you guys to know. I think there may be something going on. Maybe I've been doing things without realizing it. I don't really know. So, as I kind of implied on Twitter, tutoring is over. It's usually over, the beginning of August, usually like a week into it, so that they have a little bit of time into the month before they go back to school with that. We had to end it near the end of July. Can't remember the exact date, but we had to end it early. Every day for, I don't know, I think it was like 4 days that week, 3 or 4 days. It was just the same thing. All we could really do was just sit there, and they would just keep drawing. They wouldn't do anything. I mean, and that wasn't really a shock. I mean, that's all they've been doing. I'm not gonna bother getting upset over it, because that's just... So, one day, that being the last day that we offered the tutoring, I'm, of course, sitting there just messing around on my phone and whatnot. What else can I really do? I can't teach lessons. I can't interact with the kids. I hear a scream from the other classroom, so naturally I get up and go. The kids didn't even flinch. They just kept doing their thing. So, there is the girl, the little girl, that I had mentioned before. She's on top of this other girl, biting at her face, clawing at her skin. It's unnatural. I mean, I know kids get in conflict and everything, but it didn't look like she was trying to resolve a conflict or trying to win a fight. It was like she was trying to kill her, I guess. I mean, she was biting and clawing at the girl's throat and trying to gouge her eyes out. You know. So, of course, Miss Becky can't do anything about it. I'm not going to blame her for anything, I know. But she's just standing there screaming. So, of course, I had to pry the girl off of her. I didn't get hurt in the process, but she tried to. But I was able to, and she just kept trying to attack anyone she could. Of course, we had to bring the police into it. We can't get in contact with her parents. Well, parent. Her mom would not pick up the phone. We tried once, and that was it. I mean, it doesn't matter, she would never pick it up anyway, but... So we had to call the police. There was no other option, honestly. I mean, I hate that we had to do that, but... that's all we could do. So... of course, they take her away from us. And they get help for the kid. You know, it may have not been the most graphic thing out there, but there's something just crazy about seeing this little girl just screaming and crying with half her face hanging off of her and just blood just seeping out of every orifice. Sorry about that. She's alright. I don't think she had to get any skin grafts or anything. I think they were able to just sew everything back together. She should be fine. I think they want to put her in therapy, for that. Of course, I talked to Rebecca after that, and she told me that she went up to the little girl because she was just tired of sitting there, kept trying to talk to her. Of course, she didn't say anything. So, I'm not gonna say anything. She grabbed the picture she was drawing. Of course, you know who it is, who she was drawing, and the little girl just screamed and just, I think she said she like lunged at her or something. So she jumped back across the room, and the little girl just grabbed whoever was closest to her, which was the girl who had to get the stitches and everything, and just started attacking her. And it wouldn't have mattered who it was, she was just out for blood. And the entire classroom didn't raise their heads, they didn't flinch, nothing. So, I mean, after that happened, we couldn't keep going. Honestly, Rebecca's mental state, I mean, she's alright, but I'm worried about her anxiety, I think. It's not severe, but I know it's unpleasant for her. Of course, the few parents that care, they would have been paranoid and blamed us. Nothing legal was brought into it with us. I mean, obviously we didn't do anything. Of course there was some investigation. We had to get, I guess, interviewed and everything, but, you know, nothing, no punishment for us, because obviously we didn't do anything. So I don't know what they're going to do with the girl. My assumption at this point, which it's just an assumption, but probably foster care, because I'm assuming, at least, after the investigation on her background and everything, they'll notice that she's in a neglectful household, and they'll probably put her into foster care. Of course, there'll be psychological evaluations. She may not be able to even, I don't know, she may not even be adoptable at this point. They may just have to, I don't know, keep her in a hospital or something. That's where I last heard she was, but after that incident, I realized that this is crazy, but this buddy thing is dangerous. I don't know what it wants, but it's real, you guys. It's sometimes you just have to suspend your grasp on logic and reality and just accept that what is happening to you doesn't fit in with logic, and there's nothing logical you can make of it. I mean, you guys, if you can think of anything logical that isn't, this is something paranormal, you know, feel free to share it with me, but at this point I can't think of anything that would be sufficient. So, if I recall, the last video I made was before my 16th birthday. I mean, it was alright, I guess. Nothing special. Felt kind of sick during my birthday. The people that I knew canceled on me, it's fine. But, yeah, you know, I've been able to kind of live my life like normal. I mean, I'm not, you know, locking up the house and not leaving it. But, you know, of course, I do find new drawings every day shoved in random places. Sometimes drawers, sometimes under couch cushions, in the fridge, taped to the walls. I mostly just don't want my parents finding them because I don't know how to explain it. And I don't want them to think that I'm crazy. Tomorrow I leave on another trip to Tennessee with another school group. I know it's weird, 2 Tennessee trips in one summer, but I'll be going to Memphis from Wednesday to Friday afternoon, and hoping that can at least get me away from this stuff. I mean, I'm sure Buddy will still be active on Twitter and whatever, but I'm hoping that at least I can think about something else. Because, honestly, I feel bad for thinking about anything else. I want to get to work on things that I need to get to work on. I mean, I start my junior year, like, there's next week, and then I start my junior year, you know. So I need to be thinking about that. I still have summer reading to do. But I can't really think about much else, you know. And I feel bad if I can, because there's a part of me that says you have to resolve this issue, but then the logical side of me says you can't resolve this issue. There's no resolution to it. So, really, I don't really know what else to say, but, and as for those tweets where you can barely read them, that I posted, I don't really remember posting those, but I don't know, maybe I was having some sort of panic attack, or, God, I don't know. I don't have panic attacks, but maybe I had one for once. I don't really know. But thank you so much for watching these videos and for, you know, helping me out. But I want you guys to be careful, because I know that Buddy has taken an interest and some of you guys. And I know he's been promising you guys things and has been private messaging you different things. I have no idea what he's sending you, but you know, just be careful. I don't know what Buddy is after. Because here's the thing. I'll be completely honest. I don't have many friends, but I do have a guy I go to school with. He hasn't been going to school very long. He's just been able to, I think this year may have been his first year. He may have gone last year, but if he did, it was only second semester. But his name's Chad, and he has paranoid schizophrenia. It's been getting a little bit better. He's been able to control it. That's why he's been able to come to school. I'm his only friend. He's probably my only real friend. And I say only real friend because there aren't many other people I can really trust and feel okay around. But I had never even made one of these videos yet. And he came up to me one day and he told me that he was seeing these papers around his house with pictures of this like tall white thing with long fingers, a beak, and big eyes with slanted pupils. And of course, I told him it's just a hallucination. You know, I tried to walk him through it, kind of be his therapist, because in a way I feel like I'm obligated to be. He accepted me as a friend and everything, and I feel like I should help him. And then he started saying that when he would watch TV, he would see that thing's face pop up on it, sometimes with writing that he couldn't identify because it was too fast, and of course, I played it off as a hallucination. I kept telling him. He got put on a stronger antipsychotic, and it just kept going still. About a week later, I get introduced to a guy named Buddy. I wasn't really sure how to tell you guys that, but there's two of us now. And of course my students as well. My original hypothesis was that Buddy is attracted to children. But now I realize that because of Chad and I being involved in this somehow, perhaps there's something else. Perhaps he has no criteria and just chooses people to fuck with on a random basis. But part of me thinks that doesn't make any sense. I mean, why would he just do it for fun? He has to have some sort of agenda. He has to have something that he wants. And I know, well, I guess I don't know, but I assume he hasn't told you guys that, because I think you guys would have come to me and told me that. If not, I guess I overestimated you. But, I mean, I like you guys, honestly. I don't think you'd do that. But, so I don't know what criteria he has for choosing his victims, but I want you guys to stay safe. So just be careful when interacting with him, and just, I don't really know what else to say. I don't know how to stay safe from him. I don't know if he wants to actually hurt people. I don't know. I really don't know. But just be careful, you guys. Because to be honest, you're all I've got.